Hello, welcome to the Spring Board Algebra 2 Lesson 32-2 tutorial. My name is Mr. Yeselyurt, and today we'll be talking about special right triangles and the unit circle. So let's first start by mentioning what the special right triangles are. So the first one you see here is the 30, 60, 90 triangle, and the bottom part here is root 3, the shorter leg is 1, and the hypotenuse is 2. For the 45, 45, 90 triangle, which is the middle one here, this side opposite the 45 degrees is 1, the other leg is also 1, and the hypotenuse is root 2. And for the last one, which is the 60, 30, 90 triangle, is basically the same as the first one, but rotated. So the smaller side is 1, which is opposite the 30-degree angle, and root 3 is opposite the 60-degree angle, and 2 is the hypotenuse. So really you only need to remember the first two, and just know that the 60, 30, 90 is the 30, 60, 90 flipped on its side. So how does this relate to the unit circle? So what we can do is we can actually draw the special right triangles on the unit circle. So let me walk you through that. For the 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, on the unit circle, the hypotenuse needs to be 1. It can't be 2. So what we do is we divide each of these sides by 2, and we get the radius is 1, this shorter leg is half, and the longer leg is root 3 over 2. For the 45, 45, 90 degree triangle, it's going to be dividing both sides by, dividing everything here by root 2, so that this hypotenuse is 1. So you get 1 here, 1 over root 2 for this leg, and 1 over root 2 for the other leg. For the 60, 30, 90 triangle, it's basically the same thing as the first one for the 30, 60, 90, except flipped on its side. So once again, the radius is 1, or the hypotenuse is 1, the longer leg is root 3 over 2, and the shorter leg is 1/2. So if we wanted to find sine, cosine, and tangent for each of these, we would need to follow certain specific rules. So let me scroll down here. I'm going to go over this middle stuff in a bit, but right now let's look at the red part. So if we have a triangle like this, where theta is the angle and we have adjacent, opposite, and hypotenuse, just a refresher, sine of theta is the opposite over the hypotenuse, cosine of theta is the adjacent over the hypotenuse, and tangent of theta is going to be the opposite divided by the adjacent. So these are the three definitions. Now briefly I'm going to go through the sine, cosine, and tangent for each of these. So for the 30, 60, 90 triangle, which is the triangle you see here, sine of 30 is opposite over hypotenuse, so it's 1/2 over 1, which is half. Cosine of 30 is going to be this root 3 over 2 divided by 1, so it's going to be root 3 over 2. And the tangent is going to be half divided by root 3 over 2, which is this, and 1 over root 3, and if I rationalize the denominator, it's going to be root 3 over 3. Going to the 45, 45, 90 triangle, if I take sine of 45, it's going to be 1 over root 2 divided by 1, so I'll get root 2 over 2 once I rationalize it. For cosine, it's going to be 1 over root 2 divided by 1 again, so that's also going to be root 2 over 2. And then if I do tangent, it's going to be 1 over root 2 divided by 1 over root 2, which is 1. So tangent of 45 is 1. Now let's go over to the 60, 30, 90 triangle. So here, sine of 60 is going to be root 3 over 1, root 3 over 2 divided by 1, which is root 3 over 2. Cosine of 60 is going to be 1/2 divided by 1, which is 1/2. And lastly, tangent of 60 is going to be root 3 over 2 divided by half, which is going to be root 3. So you can see why we make the radius 1, because it makes doing the divisions really easy like that. So that's why it's on the unit circle. So knowing all this, let's go through to some examples and see if we can apply what we know to solve some problems. So the first question is to find the sine, cosine, and tangent of 510 degrees. So the first thing we want to do is subtract 360 degrees from 510. So that we can get what the angle is, less than 360 but bigger than 0. So it's 150. 150 is 30 away from 180. I know this is 180 right here. So if I go 30 less than that, it's going to be something like this, where this is 150 and this angle is 30. So using what I know about the unit circle, I'm going to label this side 1. Let me write it like this. Label this side 1. I'm going to label this side half. And the interesting part here is that this side is not going to be root 3 over 2. It's going to be negative root 3 over 2. And that's because it's in the negative part of the x-axis. So this is really critical because it's going to change the sign of our trig ratios once we solve for them. So we need to keep this negative in mind. So the next step is I'm just going to draw the triangle a little bit bigger so that we see what's going on more clearly. So this is negative root 3 over 2, this is half, and this is 1. So sine of 150, I'm going to write it below here. Sine of 150, which is sine of this triangle, is going to be equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse, which is half over 1. So that's going to be just half. And cosine of 150 is going to be the adjacent over hypotenuse, so that's going to be negative root 3 over 2 over 1, and that's going to be negative root 3 over 2. And lastly, the tangent of 150 is going to be opposite divided by adjacent. So that's going to be half divided by negative root 3 over 2. That's going to be negative 1 over root 3, which is the same thing. If I rationalize the denominator, it's going to be negative root 3 over 3. So remember, rationalizing is just doing times root 3 to top and bottom, and then getting this number right here. Okay, so that is how we solve this problem. Now let's go to another one. So it's the same question of find sine, cosine, and tangent, but this time the angle is negative 3 pi over 4. So the first thing I want to do is draw this angle in standard position. So remember, standard position is going to look something like this or something like this. Let's see what it's actually going to be for this. So if I want to, first I got to convert this to an angle that I recognize, that I know. So negative 3 pi over 4 is the same thing as the same angle as 2 pi minus 3 pi over 4, which is the same as 5 pi over 4. So this is going to be equal to 225 degrees. Remember that this is actually negative 135 degrees. So what I'm doing is actually saying this is going to be equal to the 360 minus 135. That's this. And that's going to be equal to the 225 degrees. So this is really what I was going for here, but I did it in radians in the top and degrees in the bottom, just so you see the correspondence between them. So I know the angle is 225 degrees. What does that look like? Well, 225 degrees is 180 plus 45. So I know that the angle is not 180, but it's actually ending here. This is 225. And the angle right in this part is 45 degrees. So the triangle looks something like that. Now I'm going to make this triangle bigger down here so I can write on it more easily. So since it's a unit circle, this is 1. So this is going to be 1. This is going to be 1 over root 2. But this one is going to be negative 1 over root 2. Reason being, that's this part. Reason being that it's in the negative y-axis, right? The coordinate here is in the negative y-axis. So it's going to be negative 1 over root 2. Oh, this is also going to be minus 1 over root 2. So that's because it's in the x-axis. So we have this and this. So now what we're going to do is find sine of 225. So we're going to get sine of 225 is equal to it's going to be opposite over hypotenuse, so it's going to be negative 1 over root 2 over 1, which equals negative root 2 over 2. And cosine of 225 is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse, which is also negative 1 over root 2 over 1, which equals negative root 2 over 2. And the last one is going to be tangent of 225, which is going to be opposite over adjacent. So it's going to be negative 1 over root 2 divided by negative 1 over root 2, which equals 1. So this is going to be 1. So that's how we use special right triangles on the unit circles. Stay tuned for the next video and hope to see you there. Thanks.